Can you hear me? How are we looking? Okay, yeah, I can see a little tiny bit of my burr thing there, so I'm going to pull you out. And just a tiny, tiny touch of this. Oh, wrong way. Thank you guys for all coming here. Just excuse me while I get this I have to have it perfect for you guys. Has to be perfect for you all. Hit those like, folks. Yes, thank you, Black Widow Woodworking. And I just want to say hello to everybody. We got Pete, we got Grumpy here, we got Tim Blackwood Woodworking, Dad Carves is here, Suzanne's here. We got Perry, Wheels is here, one of the other mod squads. We got all sorts of good people. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Really means a lot to me. And to Two Brothers, One Vision. Hopefully Darren might pop in today. Slowly but surely he's starting to, come around, but that flu he's got this time was a really bad one. So everybody keep him in your good thoughts, please. Yes, the whole crew, the whole tribe's here. I was even told maybe possibly Jordy was going to pop in, but he's really, really busy, so don't know if that'll happen, but he's doing lots and lots with movement and shit right now, so sorry for cursing. Sorry for cursing. Didn't take me long, did it? Black Widow Woodworking says, good thoughts to Darren going out. Thank you. Thank you very much. He appreciates it. Yeah, it's so there's nothing you can do, man. You get some kind of crazy flu and you just got to ride it out. He's been doing his best. So we continue on with Labra, and so far that sounds like it's going to be the name so far. We're still taking suggestions, of course, but so far looks like that could be a really good name. 24 hours smoke-free, quitting is hard. Have you, Tim? That's awesome, brother. 24 hours is hard, man. Very, very hard. Can you guys hear me? Pete says he lost sound. Hello, Amy Joe. Can you hear me, guys? Oh, it's spiked down with the bug also. Sorry, Pete. I don't know why you can't hear me. Oh, and then I just clicked something. Oh, we got a noob here. Jen. Can you guys hear me okay? Hello, Jen. Thank you for coming. Hi, Plywood. Great to see you, sir. Really appreciate you coming back. Well, it sounds like you guys can hear. Not sure what happened to Pete there. Hope he gets it fixed. Hello, Poker. Thank you for coming by. And thank you for your mod squad work. Appreciate you. Hello, Amy Joe. Thank you for making it, sister. Really appreciate you. Another person who's so busy, and it just means a lot when you take the time to pop in and see old Wowie. We all appreciate you. Dad Carves. Wheels. Everybody's here. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, Tribe Mama. Tribe Mama in the house. Okay, guys, well, before I get into a rambling about some story or what, let's talk what we're going to do today. You know, I can always do stuff working on the WIP and whatnot afterwards. I know it's not the most entertaining stuff, but hey, the process is the process, and I wanted to keep you guys true and keep you along for the whole deal, right? So today we're going to draw in. I decided to draw in a middle lid line on either side. I could just go with that and say that's the closed eye. That would be the easiest way, but I'm going to do a middle lid line so his eyes look closed and he has a bit of an eye bag there. So just while I'm talking, I'm going to try and start seeing if I can get that planned out here. And I figured I would go to about halfway where the point is on the side there. And I'm just going to draw it in, and then we will see if it's the kind of, okay, make sure I'm at the right spot there, and just see if that's the kind of eye we're looking for. Because it's all up to us, right? We are the maker of Labra. Okay, well, I can tell you right now I don't like this side, but this is what we're doing. It's raining hard here on the island today, guys. So, and construction's just giving her out back, so I apologize if you hear anything from that. Go a little bit lower there, and then we'll go up and see how that looks. Yeah, it'll be okay, and then all of a sudden, boom, and something will frickin' crash and everything shakes. It's quite the deal out back there. Well, that's looking okay for me, because I know that once I carve that in there and then do a little bit of shaping underneath here, it's going to give me the look that I want. And like I mentioned before, guys, if you're cutting in eyes like this, if you cut this one in, just do it underneath the pencil line, and then underneath there you can take a little bit of material away of the bottom lid, just to add to that touch of shadow, because the shadow play is the magic, my opinion anyways. And then down here, okay, no, don't jump, don't get too excited there. Wow, how are we looking? You guys got this? Oh yeah, they're talking about Tim Black Widow Woodworking is gonna give quitting smoking a go, guys. Let's all support him for that, because we know it's hard, you know. And I know at the end of my creating day, I always have a little puff of my special island tobacco, but that's always after the tools are put away and it's done. And that's, like I say, I use that for pain. So on this guy here, guys, I was thinking about it, and I'm just going to do and show you how I do kind of a, I think it's just still bugging me. When you're shaping a nose, you can kind of go like, you can make a couple lines like this, and then like take, for instance, the Kutzall, the smaller ball in fine, and if you take the material away there first on either side, and then cut in that nose humpy dealy afterwards, I just find that the creating of the nose goes a lot better for me that way. So I used to cut this one in first, and then do my shaping, and then I found that the whole hump of this gets cut away, because then you take this down, right? So I've just been, you know, because I'm learning along with you guys. I'm just learning the steps I should do these things to make it, you know, the optimal nose carving for me. So I'm going to do that first, take away some of that material on either side, and then I'll worry about drawing in the nose humpy thing, and then we'll cut that in and do a little bit of shaping, and then look at that, half of his face will be ready, right? And then we can finally figure out this little happy grin that he's sporting down here. Now I'm thinking if he has one that's, and we got to kind of complement the grains that are existing, right? If you work with the grains, it always seems to work out better for me. You know, a little bit of that collaboration with Mother Nature. So if he's got a little smile, like, look at him. Look at him. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. He's coming to life, guys. He's coming to life. What are we talking about here, guys? Oh, yep. Okay, I used an ECG. No, okay, okay, yep. Yes, it is medicinal, Jen. It is. But what I was going to blabble on there about, and then I got distracted, was I quit smoking almost 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. But I do not like to get any praise for it because it wasn't by choice. I was walking the dog and we made it around our little hump around the church bend, and we were coming back towards home, and I started to feel dizzy and see these. I said I saw fairies, and what they were just these little tiny tinkles, like tinks of light, and it means you're not getting enough oxygen. So, you know, I went up and leaned on this big drippy. I had freaking the pine goop dripped on my nice hoodie, but I leaned up against that, and I was just like, oh my God, and my everything, the light started to close in. So I got down on so I'm sitting there with Poppy, and she's like pulling on and I'm just like, I'm thinking I'm gonna die. So went to the emergency room, went through it all. They sent me home with inhalers, like asthma inhalers, and I just knew then and there, like, my smoking cigarette days were over. So it wasn't by choice. It was, I had no choice because I didn't want to die, right? And so that was it. But I continued to use my medicinal herb. But Tim says the same thing happened to him. Ocular prisms, says Tim, and that's what it was. I call them fairies. They're ocular prisms. Oh, Tim gets them when the migraine kicks in. Oh, geez, bro, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Katie gets those. They are no joke. Yeah, so you understand, Tim? So yeah, that was it. Like, and it sucked, but I just for the coping for the first bit, I just had a lot of the medicinal to get me through, and then it was over. You know, it took a week of feeling like bitchy, but I wasn't even that bad. Like, I was just more focused on, oh my God, like, for the rest of my life, right? Like, I was just focused on, I want to get back to good. I want to get back to being able to, you know, you start, when things like that happen, man, you really, things snap into perspective, and then you're like, oh my God, I just want to be able to walk Poppy again, right? And the cigarettes do not matter anymore. So that's what happened to me. Okay, so as I was babbling and brabbling, you see, he's got some nose lines cut there. We're going to go. We got the eyelid lines cut there. We got a little happy mouth. And then this little, like, I wanted to use this part of the chin to cut in a little bottom lip, because that just always adds to it. And as we do this, guys, it's going to create more of that just carve Rob profile we're going for. And yeah, so you can start to see Labra's true face and smile. No, don't start talking like that. Love to love. Shout out to the Princess Bride fans. Tim says he looks awesome, Larry. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm going to look at it through the camera there, because sometimes if you do that, you can see things that are off. I think that'll work. As you wish. Yes. Yes, Tim. As you wish. I had a similar experience, but instead of fairies, I seen a beautiful woman who thought smoking was disgusting and had no choice but to quit. She kisses me now. That's awesome, Poker. Hey, if that ain't incentive, I don't know what the frick is, right? All right now, heavy on your lemon. Keep your honey running. All right. In one of my Vader mugs, I was going to use, I find your lack of faith disturbing. But I didn't. Today it's join us or die. But yeah, Baby Vader always buying me mugs. He's a good little roommate. He's just, He's got issues, man. He's got issues. You know, if you were chopped up by a lightsaber and left on the lava pit, on the side of a lava pit in Mustafar, you'd have issues too. Yeah. Join us. That's right, Tim. But I'm actually making a funny little song. And it's a rap song, I guess. If I had to make a title for it, I have to put a title on it. And the chorus of the song is, I used to run with Sith, but now I live as a Jedi. And I talk about my crazy years of being an absolute wilding idiot, but all along knowing deep down that this really wasn't for me. So I've always had a pretty soft heart. So I used to run with Sith, but now I live as a Jedi. And then ... And you'll hear it one day. I'm making it on GarageBand. I'm making it, you know, from the words up in my own music editor. It won't be as good as the AI songs, but I don't know. I'm just been liking trying to make the music on my own. If that happened to me with the location, I'd be smoking still, just saying. Okay. So, stay focused, Wowie. You gotta stay focused. Don't need to start talking about your goofy songs. But yeah, I always felt, you know, I was running with the Sith, but I was raised as a Jedi. I should have stayed in school, but this I knew, but instead and it goes on, and it goes on. Because my mama and dad, they raised us good, not to be no Sith. But we just thought as teenagers, being a Sith was so much more fun. So much more fun. Okay, guys, I gotta keep focused here. So I'm just gonna do it from this way down. I'm gonna use some little, I believe that's the 106 Dremel carbide cutter. And I'll use that to get those in. I haven't fixed my micro carver because I want to make a video of it, right? And with all the tribe mail and stuff, like I got 2 tribe mail boxes upstairs in line still. I haven't said anything, but I got something from Chris Carberry from the Kindred Spirits Wood Carvers. You guys know who Chris Carberry is. Holy smokes. Let me tell you. What? Jordy? Is he here? Well, the AI songs suck, and hello everyone. Well, and that's that. Hello, brother. Thanks for popping in, man. So yeah, there's somebody who appreciates the songs that are made with your guitar, with you and your guitar and your stupid little keyboard. That's what I got. But I may be doing an acoustic version of Amy Jo's song so that she has no problems with any of these stupid copyright things. I know if you pay for your tier, your pro tier, that they say you don't have anything to and that's good and stuff. But I just, you know, sometimes you just want to not have any worries when it comes to your content music. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes. Everybody is saying hello. Yep, flushing toilet with AI song at this point. I'm sure that will get better. You're welcome, Amy Jo. I got you back. That's why when I learned that crap, man, I told you right quick, because we don't need that happening to our sisters and brothers out there. Get finally going, and then have you freaking getting copyright strikes from, you know, we just don't need that stuff. And I'm happy. I just got to get on top of things, like I said. But I'm happy to sit down with my good old acoustic guitar and sing a little ditty. I always got time to write a little ditty. Okay, well, let's check this for Spidey's, because somebody was telling me a Spidey story this morning, and it's got me with the heebie-jeebies now. I'm going to put on my PPE, guys. I wish I knew how to make music go while I did the live carving parts like Matt Carves did. I asked him about it there that time when I was watching him carve the fish guy, and he said it was a glitch. But I thought it was pretty neat how he was having music come in. But I still haven't been able to pick his brain on how that happened yet. But maybe someday. But I also don't know how you would be able to stop it being on a live. So I don't know. So excuse the sound is what I'm trying to blabber about here. Excuse the noise. I'm going to cut them in quick. I guess I'll cut in the eyes. And since I got the 106 here, I'll cut in the mouth. And maybe the bottom lip there too. We'll just, since I'm cutting. But I'd like to do that one with a bit bigger of a carbide burr down there, the lip. So I may not do the bottom lip, but the rest I am doing. Then I'll check back with you guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Be nice. Tons of fun carving is here. Thank you, brother, for popping in. What's up, brother? A lot of copyright shit that stirs up unless royalty free. That's right, Tim. You were speaking the truth. Church, as some would say. Okay, I'm putting on my stuff. Time for Darth Vader breathing. Just kidding. It's not that bad. Hot dog. Whew. Oh, alrighty. Hope that wasn't too long, guys. How we doing? How we doing, folks? Josh, the electric whittler, is here. Mark tries to carve. Creation Dust 77. Hello, sir. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I feel honored that all the big guys are popping in to say hello. Cause man, do I sure learn a lot from you. How is everybody doing? All good here. Amy Jo says, love watching you create. Been trying to catch Wowwy live. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, we kind of overlap sometimes on Wednesdays, don't we? And I'm just trying to do my best to stay out of your way. Big man with a chainsaw. And let me say, man, that new Bigfoot, holy smokes, creation, that is just phenomenal looking, man. The electric whittler's here. Josh, thank you, brother. Thank you all for coming, man. Yeah, there's lots of Joshes here. And then I got my buddy, my island buddy, Josh Houlet, who pops in from time to time with Mel. Hey, no, you don't have to be sorry about nothing, sir. You were doing Wednesdays before I was. But you timed it today perfectly. You started a little earlier, and I think that worked out just dandy. I really appreciate you coming by. Yeah, I sure learned a lot from your channel, man. So I was thinking, guys, as like I'm thinking about this whole okay, you know how the top of a candle, like for the big drips, should this edge be going down a little bit on the bigger drips? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I took a Kutzall, that's a bit extreme, but if I took like a bigger Kutzall ball like that there is the sphere, the big sphere in coarse, but it's worn away. But if I like took that and then just gave it a little thing on the bigger, would that make it look more real? You guys know what I'm saying? Ton says maybe some smaller drips. Yeah, I can always add some smaller drips. And Josh says the top of a candle, a real candle's not, yeah, it's not typically straight like that on the edge, right? So, oh, Steve's here. Hello, Steve. This is the first time he's come in from his YouTube, so I hope it's the Steve I'm thinking. It's Steve from, I don't know how to say your last name, sir, from Kindred Spirits. Thank you for coming, man. Steve is a wicked carver, guys. Whew. Just like old Creation Dust. Steve is really, really good. I appreciate you coming, brother. So this is Labra. He is going to be a lamp. He's all drilled and ready for a lamp. I'm using an E12 chandelier socket, and very, very easy. Just one. The brass is always hot, guys. Silver is cool. Just 2 screws with this type of cord, a cord with an inline switch. And this is what I learned from old Google guys, that the smaller prong in the plug is your hot wire. So if you really want to like stay true to it, you follow that up. So on this one, it's the side with the writing on the cord. That's your hot. That's how you figure that out. So the side with the writing on the cord, when you come up here, you find that one. And that's the side, that's, I can't see the writing on the cord here. Oh yeah, here it is. So this one here, on this side, is the hot wire then. So that would go to the brass. And the other one goes to the cool. Very, very simple. Very, very easy to do. You don't have to be scared of making light pieces, guys. It's not scary. Like, you know, like I don't like electricity and messing with it. But once I learned how to use and make lamps, it's very, very safe. You just got to do it right. And Josh says that's 100% correct. The larger prong is a neutral. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And hello, Steve. Thank you for coming. Someday, dude, go, you know, message me in Messenger and then hit the microphone and tell me with your own voice how to say your last name so I can properly address you. Like Steve is, he does a lot with Kindred Spirits. He's one of the main supporters of everybody. You know, he's always there to hit like on everything and encourage people and share what he knows. He's a really good dude. Really good dude. I would like to make him a moderator or something, or maybe if he ever has time in admin possibly, because do you still have 2 pins on your plugs on these kind? Yeah, well, I'm North America, but you're welcome, Steve, because you deserve it, man. You're a good man and a good supporter. So this is how far we got him, I think. And like, I couldn't go super deep with him, guys, because we got a hole. But that doesn't mean you can't go deep on either side, right? But I'm just trying to, I don't want to run into the hole in the center there. But if it happens, it happens. But I'm trying my best not to. So we're just slowly bringing his face out, guys. His chin, I know, is too big and stuff, but this is, you know, this is fantasy. I kind of, sometimes you want, when you're doing fantasy and doing that kind of stuff, you want to exaggerate features. That's how caricatures are made. If you ever want to learn how to draw a caricature, you just take somebody and then there's the features that stand out in their appearance, you exaggerate them, and that's how caricatures are made. I could teach a lot, but I don't know a lot. Don't play with the edge unless you draw it. Mark says it could mess it up. Okay, understood. Yeah, I won't just go free. I won't go freestyling on it. I'll draw it on there and then really think her through. Thank you for doing that, because sometimes I get carried away. Steve doesn't have a channel, but oh my holy smokes, do I hope he maybe does something someday, because, you know, in the beginning it's a little bit daunting, but you'll find, what I find is that I'm creating anyways. And so when Jordy said, you know, back in the day, over 2 years ago now, he said I should start a channel because I do such a wide variety of arts, right? And so because I create anyways. It's my therapy. It's Two Brothers One Vision's purpose. That's what we do. We're creators. We're artists. And it's how we get through with our hardships. And so I'm creating anyways. So just to, you know, buy a couple tripods and then just get in the habit of putting up your camera and just, you know, hitting record and then just doing what you do anyways. It becomes, it's not daunting for long, and then it starts to become fun. That's what I'm trying to freaking say here, blabbering. It's actually become very, very fun. Whoa, Spidey. I'm gonna put him outside, guys. Woo! That's funny because I had somebody tell me spider stories this morning. But yeah, it's now become, excuse me, it's now becoming really, really fun for me, because the editing and stuff and the video making is also, there was another little spider. What the frick is happening? It's an artwork, it's art in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's art. The video creating is art. So, yeah, I just love it. Well, what's going on with this? Why did I see two spiders coming out of my carving box? That ain't cool. That ain't cool. I don't know. Somebody jinxed me with the spiders. You know who you are. But yes, so sorry for that blabber there, Steve, but who we got here? Handmade? Hello, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you for coming again, sir. Wow, I sure got some great supporters here, man. You guys are good to me, old Wowie. You guys are, oh, does Creation Dust have a Spidey story too? Oh, Jesus. Honey's here? My Honey's handmade. Hey! Hello, Honeys. Thank you for coming. We got a great turnout today, folks. And please hit my like, because the algorithm don't like me much. I don't know what I said to it. Just kidding. I think we're doing really, really good. And I've had some great friends give a couple shout outs past. Whoa, sorry. Hit the phone there. And it's really helped. It's really helped. I'm going to hit, just for that, I'm going to hit this here for you. For all you folks that helped me out so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. Jordy says, the algorithm is the people. Yes, that's right. That's right. It isn't some faceless robot that hates me. It's the people that hate me. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. You can't just start and expect to be Mr. Superstar. You got to get in here and you got to earn it. That's what I'm finding. And that's that one that won't stick to my magnetic strip. That's weird, that one. Okay, so we're this far. Now, a lot of what I do when I'm carving is, you know, you guys are noticing that there are ways that you can save a lot of time. And like I cut the lines in with my little carbides, and then I go in with my 7144 diamond and I clean them all up that way, because I just like to take a very, very kind of slow and methodical approach. And I know there's, you know, it can make things a lot longer, but it's just, so far it's just been my, sometimes I'll just take, you know, sometimes I'll be like, it's not something that I'm being so precise about. And I'll take that old roto zip, that drywall frickin' burr thing, and then, you know, I just, you know, lay that bad boy on its side, and then you just can rip in lines like that when I'm just going freestyling. But for something like this, I'm just trying to be a lot more precise and thought out, and just show you guys my process. This, I am by no means claimed to be a master in nothing. I'm a master in no trade. I'm a jack of many. What this channel is how I do it, not how to do it. Okay? I'm not saying this is how you power carve a lamp or a wood spirit or anything like that. This is how I power carve a lamp or a wood spirit. And by sharing that, I hope that it can maybe help some folks out there. Because carving is like literally saved my life. I love it. And it's opened up such a wide world of amazing people and friends, man. I tells ya, you all meet a lot to old Wowie here. Ain't fooling. Oh, sorry. I gotta remind myself not to do that, because it shake, rattled, and rolled the whole boat. Like Josh said, I just threw up. My wife always points out when I'm all my bad camera habits, because she says it makes her car sick. Your videos make me car sick, Wowie. I'm sorry. That's okay, baby. You get a pass. So I'm just going to continue on here. Like I said before, guys, I'm going to take that Dremel, that trusty Dremel smaller ball with the fine flavor, and I'm going to take some of this on either side of his nose down till we drop that a level or two, and then we're going to carve in those nose humps and see how he's looking. How are you guys doing? That's right, Pete told me again, the carbide is not magnetic. Well, I got a whole bunch of burrs up here that do stick, but some don't. It's just kind of strange. And my carbide bar, like this carbide ball here, Pete, that sticks. But I don't know. I don't know. Oh, is Aiden not feeling well? Ah, shit. Hit that. Hey, hit the like button, going to bed early, have a cold, enjoy the live. Sorry, Aiden. And I heard Spike 2 is not feeling very good. That really sucks, man. Because there's some nasty, like it's not all just like COVID is still out there and strong apparently, but just these weird flus, like my brother got one. And it's been over like a month now, maybe even going on 2, that he's just been, it went into his lungs really, really bad. And my goodness, it has not been good. So anybody out there struggling health-wise, man, I'm sending you strength. Oh, okay. Pete says a solid carbide may not stick, but some have a carbide head on a steel shank. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ray and Sandy's Woodworking. Hey, y'all. Hello. Hello, Ray. Thank you for popping in. We got a great turnout tonight, folks. I sure appreciate yous. And we're just going on an hour. So hopefully it's not hasn't been too much, too bored for you folks. I just kind of got it. I have this little fan up top to my left here that blows on me, but it makes a little tiny squeak. And last live, like, you know, like when you're at the end of the day and you're like, I'm going to watch it back. And I'm still too much of a small channel, so you can't see the live comments later on. If you miss the live, you can't come watch it back and see the comments yet. I have to get bigger yet, as far as I know. But I can sit back and watch it at the end of the day. And so at the end of episode 4, at the end of that day, I got all cozy and stuff, and I'm going to read it back and read everybody's amazing comments. And there's this fan in the background, man, and I can hear it. I can hear it squeaking, and I can hear it hopping. And I'm not even going to get into it. Because I did fix it about halfway through, but for an hour and a half, you can hear this little freaking shaky, and I couldn't even listen to it because it was just driving me bonkers. I'm trying so hard to make everything just right for y'all, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Thank goodness I got the landscape mode figured out finally, with the help of Jordy and Matt. Jeez. Amy Jo says, I'm that way with clocks that tick. I know, eh? And it's something like while I was doing it, Amy Jo, while I was making that live, I didn't hear it because I'm so used to it. But watching it back, to me, it sounded like it was on frickin' crank on turn to 11 and just... Oh, I apologize. If any of you guys noticed that, I deeply apologize from that last one. So yes, I'm going to take that bad boy there. And I also want to say, I mentioned about being an affiliate. Well, I filled it all out and stuff with Kutzall and talked to Mike and did all the good stuff. But I haven't got a reply yet, like to say it's official. So I'm not an affiliate yet, but it might happen in the future. And that would be really, really good because burrs are expensive. And I don't think I'm going to be selling a lot. But I always support them, and in my makers videos, I show all of the birds that I use, and I put out the name of the company and everything. So even just doing that, you know, that's something. So maybe I'm just going to be a really good supporter, you know, and shouting them out and stuff, and not, you know, I don't intend on it. I'm not going to think I'm selling lots of tools, but I'm going to keep carving and showing the process. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to do that next, because I don't want to lose you guys' interest here. What I've been doing is I'm just carving, because I don't got my little fan. I'm just carving until my goggles, it's supposed to be non-fog goggles, of course, but once they get too foggy, then I stop. So that's how I'm kind of timing everything. Are we all cool, guys? Oh, Suzanne has to go. I gotta run, guys. I'll check back a little later to see if you're all still alive. Thank you. This guy is built for live streams. He sure can't talk. Yeah, you're not gonna get a lack of verbal spew in this channel there, sir. I always got something to say. I got too much to say and just a little bit of time to say it. So I'll do that quickly, guys, and I'll come back and we'll have something else to say. Alrighty. And I also noticed, sorry, while I was doing that last one, my King Canada dust collector's on its last legs. I looked at it while I was carving, and it's shooting out some pretty good sparks out the old side of it. So, oh, what happened to my mask? It's all messed up. So yeah, I do have a spare, because the company sent me one. The last one that I had died. So the company sent me one, and then so I changed I got the extra pair of brushes from the new one and put it in the brushes in my old one, and then I got my old one to work again just for a little bit longer, eh? So I do have a new one, dust collector, on the ready. So that's going to be having to get hooked up because there's some weird sparks shooting out of it. Okay. What's going on with my face mask? Jesus. Okay. Now I see. Sorry, guys. Got some adjusting in the background going on. Stupid fucking thing. Okay. Here we go. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Lordy. All right. All right. Slowly but surely, we are getting him there. Gotta work on the nose. I don't know if you guys heard me go, whoops. But the thing caught on the edge there and took a bit off of the width of our old nose there. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm a draw pro staying away from the lathe. Those things scare me. He doesn't even look at it. Wood turns it nice and out the beat. Fun once you get the hang of it. My dad taught me. Okay, I'm just catching up on all of the. Oh, they're talking about wood turning and lathe work. All stuff that I too. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be doing that on the. I too am a little bit afraid of, I must say. Anybody who does lathe work has my respect. Oh, I forgot, I gotta make that lip dimple. You can't forget the lip dimple. Dibble? Wowie, I should say. Yeah, so I'll do a little lip dimple there. But he's getting there, guys. He's getting there. The nose will get there, I promise. I just gotta do a little shaping here while I'm taking a little break from the carving. Just round that edge, that hard edge, a little bit before we cut in the nose hump. That's what I'm doing anyways. Oh goodness. Speaking of lathe work, there just may or may not be a base for old Labra in the make, but I don't want to ruin any surprises, so I won't say too much about that. But we have to have a special base for this one, guys. He's a special creation. We all made it watching together. WIP Wednesdayz. Waka waka. Wowwy'z Workshop. And I appreciate you guys' patience through that kind of nonsense. Just being me, man. It's what's going on in the brain. I'm always bopping to the beat in my brain. Oh yeah, he's coming. He's coming along. I may even have to take that in a bit more, give him a bit less of such a nobular nose. Is that the right term for it? But yeah, once I get this rounded a bit, I will make the line that hump, and then I'll cut that in on either side, and then that will be that. And like I said, we have to get the dimple there. Guess I should have done my laser and figured out what true middle was, but hey, we don't got time for the laser today. We're just going freestyle. Is it looking okay, folks? You guys enjoying this? What's going on here? Ohio. Hi, everybody is from Ohio. Yeah, everybody's Josh and everybody's Ohio. And then there's old Amy Joe in Colorado. That's funny, you guys. I heard that. I heard like the youngest generation is called Generation Alpha, just like how Gen X is now being called the Goonie generation, which I really I stand by that. I think that's an awesome thing. But yeah, okay, so Generation Alpha is the new ones. And so if any of you guys got kids or grandkids, you guys can understand. So Generation Alpha, they're really into making up names, like code words kind of. And it just so happens that Ohio means, like if they're saying that something ain't cool, they say it's oh so Ohio. Those little buggers, eh? How dare they turn Ohio into another term for meh. So yeah, if you guys hear anybody doing that, using that word in that way, they're making fun. Oh man, Scale, South Carolina, got people from all over the place, man. We got Mark tries to carve, and then Matt from New Zealand. We got Aiden from Ireland. We got Spike from Scotland. We got Claire from France. We got So in Quebec, in Canada. We just have such a crazy cool variety of people, man, in our tribe. And I don't let political stuff affect my feelings for my people. I'm just tuning out of it all, man. Anything that's, driving division and making people fight and separate, I'm not for that. So I just want my tribe to know that all of that gets dropped at the door when you come to Wowwy'z Workshop. And every one of you are special and mean a lot to me. And that's that. So yeah, as you can see, I'm always doing that, eh? I'm always fussing with the frickin'. So there, I got some more of that. That's the stuff that I like to put into my mandrel though. But I got more of that blue, that brown. I got brown sandpaper everywhere. So yeah, as I'm blabbering here, guys, I like to take off edges. If it's a hard edge, I like to make it soft. And when you're done, unless it needs to be a nice hard right angle edge, but you're always just constantly being mindful of that. It can really add to your finished piece, making everything nice and soft and with flow. It matters. It matters in the end. Oh, and we got Kevin Strelly and Pauline in the UK. Really good supporters and loyal to the channel. People from all over the world. And that's just freaking awesome, eh? I think it's so cool. Yeah, I think Aiden went to bed. He's not feeling good. Gamey smelly, DJ. They're talking about hippie smell. You want to talk about hippie smell, guys? Come out to the island here. Go to Salt Spring. It'll give you a whole new understanding and love for patchouli. I actually love the smell of this stuff because it makes me feel like home. It makes me feel, whenever I smell patchouli, it makes me think of Vancouver Island. We got some really cool islands out here, little islands where people live in, and it's very kind of hippie-ish. Hippie vibes, tree huggers, and I just love it that way, And out here they're very respectful of the indigenous people, which me being a Métis Canadian, I really support. So yeah, the Vancouver Island is a very good place to live for my liking. How are you guys doing? Amy Joe says, market takes a lot to get banned from the USA. I don't know. Amy Joe says, guys and gals, I gotta go. Jamie just showed up. Much love, tribe. Big hugs to all. Give him my fist bump. Larry, I need a carving for my friend. I need a carving for my friend. She's on Vancouver Island. I can make that work. I can make that happen, sir. We'll talk about that. Thank you for coming, Amy Joe. Much love, sister. You know how much it means to me. And Labra loves you too. Give Jamie fist bumps to the big guy. So yeah, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I'm sorry I'm not faster. I'm kind of like that snail I'm carving. Slow and steady. But Wowie always ranks it. Wowie always makes it in time. It's just slow and steady. And it's also has to do with how much my stupid back can take. But that's okay. I feel like, you know, when I'm done having a live with you guys, I really feel like it was worth any pain that I have to feel later, because this is just so much fun for me. If I haven't shown that yet. I love my WIP Wednesdayz, man. I was a little bit stressed in the beginning there when I couldn't make the landscape mode work, but now that I got that licked, I'm just loving it. I love having you guys here. Suzanne's back. Steve's still here. Great, man. Perfection is not rushed. Hey, thank you, sister. You understand. Yep, used to be you. I'm just a family guy now. I know my wife says that too the other day when we were talking about how, you know, she's always talking about being mindful about, oh yeah, I gotta say, Lords of Gastown, guys. Freedom is a full tank. I ain't riding nothing anymore, but I definitely love their gear and their whole rebel kind of attitude. And they're from Vancouver, from Gastown. That's why it's called Lords of Gastown. But, sorry. My wife is, you know, being mindful of the things that we have to take care of and stuff. And I said to her, I don't have a plan. Like, when I was young and stuff, like, I legit thought, no, I'm not going to be here for these years. I'm going to be gone in a blaze of glory. And I was fine with that. You know, I know it's a you know, a kind of, you know, a selfish way to live or whatever, but I just was such a party animal and shit before my injury that I did not care. So all these things now, I'm like, and she's like, I'm sorry that I made you boring and you're still alive. Oh, I love you, baby. Thank you for making me boring and still alive. Oh, you have to go, sir. Creation Dust 777. I really appreciate you coming, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And keep shining, man. You're a really great carver and creator. And hope to see you again. My uncle lives with a tribe, Larry. He builds totem poles today. Really? Well, shit, man. I would love to learn more. And then tons if you want something for somebody out here, I can make that happen. I will make that happen. So we can talk more about that. But yeah, my wife made me boring and alive still. God love you, baby. Spooky Doobie. Yeah, if you guys ever see me do something or post something and at the end it says Spooky Doobie and as a picture of a little kid in like badly done Halloween, it's Katie when she had her nickname is Doobie, and we just love this one little picture of her, And she had like an existential breakdown one night, one Halloween, when she saw herself. She was painted up like a skull. So she cried, and it all went drip and runny. And then they took this picture of her, and her face is like, you can tell that she's, you know, going through it. And we use that as her little art thing. And I say spooky dooby. And so when you guys see me flash that, that's a shout out to my wife, because she is an amazing artist too. And cooker and baker and candlestick maker. Seriously, she makes candles. So if you ever see, that's why I do it. Spooky Doobie is my wife. Grumpy says, laugh out loud, my wife and daughter kept me grounded. If not for them, I'd not be around. Ton said, that would be sweet, brother. Yes, I will definitely hook you up, sir. I'm not sure if you're on Facebook, but friend me, do what you have to do, and I will make something happen. I'm just looking at this thing through the, this lip is kind of wonky, like maybe if I cut it in a bit more and under, but it's looking a little bit thrown off to me, to my eye right there, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Josh says, a wife and kids will definitely change your perspective on things 100%. Will it ever, eh? I don't have any children. I'm sad to say that, to be honest. I was just too crazy. And then in 2005, when I got my injury, I didn't know if I was going to make it, like, let alone have children. And then my wife and I, when it came to that age where it's like now or never, we really thought about it, and it was just like, we don't, you know, I don't make enough money, number one. Number two, especially for the younger years, I can't chase them around, and I would be like the at-home dad if we decide to have them. And, you know, with my back injury, it was just like, no, it doesn't make sense. And then I'm not gonna, you know, bring a child into the world and then me not be able to, you know, handle it, and then, you know, depend on everybody else to do it. And I'm not, you know, we're not doing that. So we just found that it was the right decision not to have children. And it you know, it makes me really sad if I overthink it, but it also it gives us time to have more pets. And I'm serious about that, and just enjoy our time together, right? So that was just my personal situation and our decisions behind it. And I don't know how I got through the crazy years without having any kids, but I didn't. Sometimes I think that maybe it was because I have bigger things that I have to do in the future that are going to take my attention or something, but I don't know how, because old Wowie was a dirty dog back in the day, guys. I'm not ashamed to say it. I was out there. I was out there. Cats and dogs count. Yes, they do. I have my fur babies. Yes, I do. And we give them the best life. They are so spoiled. I was a good boy while in the army, Mark says. Then life happened and I got in with the wrong crowd, done some time, and now I'm a good boy. Well, we're all happy for it, Mark. And we all have, you know, checkered pasts and things that we did back then, and that's fine. That's we're all imperfect humans, says Tim, and you were right. What is best for you at a certain time is best in the long run. That's right, tons of fun. Thank you. The man knows what's in your heart. That's right. That's right. And let me tell you, we got good hearts around here, don't we, guys? We're all a bunch of people that are pretty damn sound, if I don't say so myself. I really respect all y'all. And I really mean it. It ain't just ear candy. It ain't just ear candy for Wowwy'z Live. So I'm just kind of looking through my burrs here and seeing what I need to do, because I need to fix this little lip there a little bit, and then I want to take some more of the material away underneath the eyelids there a little bit more, So I'm going to put that Kutzall fine, that taper fine in the fine, Kutzall taper in the fine flavor, and fix that lip a little bit. Then I'm going to swap out really quick, like, nice and quick like, where is it? To my small Kutzall ball. Oh, there she is. And I'll do that lip dent. And then do a little review and see how we're sitting. Okay, guys? So please carry on chatting. This isn't going to be a long carve. I may not even turn on the big crazy thing. I just want to fix this because it's bugging my eye, so I'll just fix this a tiny bit and I'll be right back. Right back. get the old lip grip. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Just a little touch me up there. Oh, sorry. Put them like that so you can see. I'm doing glasses. And I think that's coming along pretty good, guys. What do you think? He's coming to life. Suzanne's going. Perry is going. Is Woodspirits here? Hey! How's it going, brother? Steve says, I dig it. Bye, Perry. Shadows are popping good, says Tim. The Woodspirits is here. Thank you, man, for popping in. Good night, Suzanne. Thank you, sister. Steve says, looking good, Larry. Good, how about you? I'm doing really good, Paul. Thanks for popping in, sir. I must say it makes me feel honored. All the folks that I look up to in this tribe popping in sure means a lot to me. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. So, this is Labra, the candle spirit, and he's going to be a lamp too, Paul. So, I've just been bringing him out of the stump. Oh, thank you, Paul. You rock, man. I learn a lot from your channel. And you know, I see as anybody who does put their work out there and share it with all of us, it's a real gift. It's a real gift to the world, man. Sharing your shine. That's what being a lighthouse is all about. You guys, you hear me babble on about it and make my posts about it, and I'm gonna be making stickers about it, and gonna make a t-shirt someday about it. And that just because I really feel that way, that we can all be lighthouses. And if we're alone and and creating, sharing it in this YouTube world is like being a lighthouse. You're sharing your shine, and there are people out there that want to learn and that are looking for a creative outlet. And that's how I found wood carving. First it was Doug Linker. I whittled a wood spirit. Said and then I decided that I am going to cut myself badly. And then I found power carving and the Carving Fusion channel, and everything changed. And I will always give respect where respect is due. So yes, sorry Paul, what I started with rambling about is that I really appreciate you sharing, because it's a major gift. Love this community, yes. Yes, I see a copper candle holder from 2.B.1.V. That's a really good idea, Steve. I wish my brother was feeling better to do that right now, but he's just not. And I know Steve knows that anything that comes out of Two Brothers One Vision that's done in copper is most likely my brother. I will work on things with him, and I will weave and wire wrap because he's taught me, but he's the coppersmith. But we actually have a candle base already in the works, Steve. So that's gonna be revealed for the grand reveal. I didn't know how far I would get today. I also need to make the little wrinkle lines on the side. Little touches like that, like I'll just draw it here. Like for him, it would be here, probably here, and like that. I like to do like a little crow's feet. So how did I do that one? So this one will go up. Does that match? Up. One here and one here. I like to always do things in threes or in odd numbers. I don't know. I've heard that it's good with art. But I'll do those really, really little things like that. Like that little wrinkle, those little smile lines. They can really make your piece come to life and pop. So, in review here, I have to work on the nose more, cut those humps in, those side humps, shape the nose a bit more. I'm going to narrow it, I can tell already. I just don't have enough meat here yet that I feel comfortable with. And he's got a lot in the middle that he can sacrifice. And then it's just sanding. A bit more sanding. I want to shape the lip a bit more there, get it more cleaned up, cut those smile lines in like I say, and then it's just going to be sanding and yeah, we're getting close, folks. We are getting very, very close to wiring this bad boy up. How are we all doing? I hope your brother feels better, praying for him. Thank you, Steve. Ton said, prayers for all that are in pain and use art as an outlet. Thank you. I'm gonna hit hard like that because I can honestly tell you that if it wasn't for art, I wouldn't be here. And I'm not pissing around. That is the honest truth. That is the honest truth. Sorry, I got cut off there. Yeah. No, art is my when I made Wowwy'z Workshop, if you go to my channel bio or whatever it's called, it says where we dwell in all things art and use art for therapy, purpose, and family. Well, that's what Two Brothers One Vision is all about. It's our therapy, it's our purpose in life. It gives us something to wake up and do and look forward to. And then any windfalls that come to us through art and our sharing in our social media and stuff, we share with each other. Like I hook my brother up, I hook my family up, they hook me up. We look out for each other. We're a true wolf pack, right? So that's why it says it in my bio description is art for therapy, purpose, and family, because that's just the honest truth of it. That's what art is to us. In some ways I say it's my savior, because yes, I drew all my life, but when I got hurt I wasn't doing no art. I would do art when like I'd be working at a bar and they'd be like, hey, we need a poster for Halloween party, or we need brochures, or even in some cases, hey, we need a radio jingle. Get your guitar, we'll pay you, let's go to the radio station. I would do art, when art came about, but until I was out partying and just being a crazy man. So I wasn't doing a lot of creating. And then after I got injured, man, started off with Blung, and just, I got addicted to eBay auctions and getting my keys. Darren and I, and then he started making things out of copper while we were doing the keys and stuff, and then Two Brothers One Vision just kind of came to be, and it keeps us going. Like so many of you guys. Ton says, me too, Larry, me too. Yes, art has pulled a lot of us from dark places, Tim, you were right. Do you like that, Steve? Because I thought maybe it was like throwing it off or ruining it. And my wife said she liked it too, and I was like, are you sure you're not just giving me the old ear candy there, Katie? Casey Jones, hello, how you doing, Casey? Thank you for coming. But that makes me feel better, Steve, that you say that. It looks good like that? Okay, because I just been, because you know, like I've found in this, I think it's the, like if you really look at the grains, you see how the meat in between is beige or light, and then each grain has a dark. You see that? So those dark grains are what that would be, right? So what I'm trying to say is that I get it in my head like, okay, if I just push through past that level, I can make the dark part go away. But if it's not ruining it per se, you know, like I'll go with it and I won't be so worried about that. Because in the beginning when I punched through it was all dark like that. I was like, oh, abort mission. Not the right wood. But I personally love all the different characteristics in wood, you know. It makes it just so special of a medium and material. And when I can, I like to always work with the grain or with the wood, you know. I always find that if in the end, if you create your creation and work with Mother Nature in that regard and not try and work against her, the piece will always have this special kind of magic in the end, you know. And if I'm doing like a long wood spirit with like a crazy beard and hair, I follow the grain lines, because when you do, number one, everything will just like jive and snap together, but it'll just trust me, it gives it a whole new magic when you work with the grand artist of all, i.e. Mother Nature. The creator is the grandest artist. There's nothing as pure and perfect as nature. That's how I feel anyways. Josh, the electric whittler says, I agree with everyone else. I think it looks nice too. Well, thank you. Thank you. The wood will show what you do. That's right. What to do. Yes, that's right, Steve. The wood will show you what to do. Someone eat it at the electric whittler. I don't know what's going on here. What are you guys talking about? Tons of Fun says, the so-called artists nowadays stick a banana to a wall and it goes for millions. No doubt, eh? Isn't that crazy, some of this stuff? Some of the abstract? From trees to these. Hello. The coolest part of that times is someone ate the banana. I hope they did. Buggers. That's like this one guy who, he literally, it was a urinal. Just the porcelain urinal. No plumbing, no nothing. Like just with the holes. And he put it on a wall and signed it with a black Sharpie, and said, "Now that is art." And that was in like in New York. He became a millionaire off of that. Just a urinal with a signature on it. He didn't even make the urinal. But hey, that's just the way, the crazy world that we live in. So I'm really getting stoked here, guys, with old Labra. I think he's really come a long way, and the original vision is finally coming to be. So I was hoping that I'd be able to light him up and everything for the first time today, but I don't want to push it. I don't want to push my body, number one, but I don't want to like overstay my welcome and have you guys all become bored of it. So there may, for the light up part, I'm just finishing his nose, will be episode 6, unless I do an episode in between where I draw. I want you guys to kind of weigh in. Would you guys like to see the next live of wiring him and lighting him up? Or should I take a break and draw the next one? What do you guys think? there's a dude that has invisible art. I do not doubt that for a second. Oh, and then Ton says, what about the urinal that was made of solid gold and stolen? They never got it back. Oh, good. Well, I hope somebody made some cash off that then, because that, I support art, and I support like the crazier forms of art too, because it's all expression. But sometimes, especially when you're like the people like us wood carvers, who put our frickin' blood, sweat, and tears into something, and then it just doesn't get the respect that is due, and then you see other things like that, and it just makes you shake your head. But hey, to each their own. Maybe those people that made millions off of those urinals with the signature, maybe they really deserved it. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta trust that the universe is doing what is right, but sometimes too you just gotta scratch your head and say, what the frick is going on here? I made a lion out of my Guinness tins, Larry. That sounds cool. Woodcyke says, whatever I choose will be good. Light them up. Tarek said, hey Tarek, how you doing, brother? I'm glad you guys are here, man. There's always folks chilling in the back. Chilling in the back just watching. I appreciate you, Tarek. Tarek's always here. Woodcyke says, whatever you choose will be good. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys believing in me. That's it. It's on you. Whatever the body can handle, we will watch. Thank you, Tim. You are a... Jen says, can't stop now. You know it, Jen. We got to see him in all of his glory. And I'm pretty confident that by the end of the next live, he can be done. I'll do some sanding and stuff in between time, so I'm not messing with that. And then we can light them up, and I'll be there together. Because he took, the first episode was drawing of WIP Wednesday, and then the second episode was the Blung Extravaganza. And then episode 3, 4, 5 have been Old Labra here. But episodes 3 and 4 were when I couldn't get my, there was, yeah. I had two episodes out here where my thing was stuck in vertical. So there's been a couple. What I'm trying to say. There's been a couple on Labra, so I just want to make sure that you guys aren't getting bored of that. So this is about you guys. I want you guys to be entertained and having fun. So if you guys don't mind that, that's what we'll do with the next episode. Can't stop now, like Jen says. Gotta do it to it. Did you watch it from Trees to These 73? Yes, I did. Okay, you guys are still chatting. All right. Well, you know what? It comes that time where I cover up the holes in my carving box, and we do our closing thoughts. Anything that anybody wants to ask me. I'm also been busy. Check this out, guys. I don't know if it's done. It's probably better without. So, I had thought I was done, but then I sat back and I was like, nope, it's not deep enough. So I spent another day and 2 days taking away all of this material so I could really get these things to be popping, right? And then after I did that, I went back yesterday and I took my Kutzall taper fine and I went underneath all of these edges so that basically each leaf is like it can pop off, right? And I'm still going to go in there with a little tiny carbide ball now that the channel's cut, just to get in there. So I'm so far up there that there's a good shadow line. So the reason I'm doing all of this, because I could have just left it, like when I cut these leaves in first, it looked nice and stuff, and the snail, everything looked cool. But I'm going to color the leaves, and I'm going to color the grass, I'm going to color the snail shell, and the gills are going to be a gray. I'm going to use vinegar and steel wool, because that makes a really, really nice gray. And then I haven't decided on the snail's body yet, but I'll probably just leave it, like the wood here. And when you do it this way, and you do all the undercuts, you don't have to, because like, I'm going to use an aniline dye first to see, because I want light tones. This is going into a nursery. So I want nice, light, muted tones. And so when you do that, those colors can run. So if I had left it just cut nice, but not undercut, and I try and color it, that'll run. So what you can do is use a wood burner, and you can go around everything and burn it underneath. But then that takes a lot of work, because you got to go back and you got to take away the burn marks and sand. So what you can also do, instead of using the wood burner, is you undercut it, and you undercut it so much that there's no way, like if it wants to run, it's going to run around and up the edge, but it won't run into the background. And if it does in spots, you just sand it away. But that's a way to do it so that you don't have to mess with the wood burner, because I am wood burning some contour lines on here on the shell. There's going to be some black wood burn, but that's all I want to do. I didn't want to have to go around everything so that those colors don't run. So I went back and did all that extra work with doing, because you can see it's all undercut, the shell's all undercut, the snail antenna and everything is undercut except the grass. I still have to do the grass a bit. But yeah, so that, I worked yesterday doing all that undercutting and filming. I've been filming the whole thing because it's going to be a Maker's Video Part 2. Baby Ivy Snail Part 2. When it's all stained and done, will be out. So yeah, that's what's happening. This is also my New Year, New Leaf challenge piece for Kindred Spirits wood carvers. And if you don't know, better ask somebody and come on down and be a part of it, because it's an awesome place for support and for learning. If our friend Steve is still there, Steve, you will see Steve's work. He's amazing. So yeah, that's what's a happening, folks. Yes, this is pine, Steve. Pine. It's a pine tabletop from Home Hardware. So not my favorite thing to carve, but getting a canvas like that is hard. It's hard to find a big piece of wood like that for a drawing like that, right? My favorite, grain for sanding is I like cedar, because I really like the smell. I just like how cedar carves, and it's a soft, so you don't have to like, because let me tell you, I've spent time like sanding maker's marks out of oak, hours and hours, especially when I was learning and not very, very, privy to all the tools and stuff. The harder the wood, the more sanding. So I do like pine. I do like cedar. But this hasn't been too bad. And I don't know if you guys remember my moon from Amy Jo's Moon Challenge. I did a moon that has like a crystal hanging, man in the moon. That also was a pine. This is a tabletop, and then the moon one was a bar stool top from the same Home Hardware. So yeah, it's just good to know that you can find things, at the local hardware sometimes. You're welcome, Steve. You deserve it, man. You're an amazing creator, Steve. And I really appreciate you coming today. So yeah, that's what's been going on in the workshop. It's time to make that sound, because I'm not going to mess with the tools no more, so it's safe. That's me having a little taste of my medicinal tobacco at the end of a wicked live session. 4:02. We made it, guys. 2 hours. Cedar keeps bugs out of your cupboard. Maybe could be useful. Yes, I've heard that too. And Steve says, I love cedar. I have a hard time getting it though. I know it can be hard, eh? I got some good buddies, luckily, that hooked me up with stuff. You know, Jordy has been really, really helpful to me when it comes to like my burls. All my burls I've gotten from Jordy. And then plus I have the beaches out here is, you know, being able to get driftwood is just the majority of my wood. Like I have a stash out back here in the backyard under a tarp. And I would say 90% of it is all driftwood from the beaches. Thank you, Tons. Tons says, brilliant stream, Larry. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys' your feedback and how I'm doing. 4:03, that's pretty good, man. I think a 2-hour tour. Because that one day we did a 3-hour tour. And that might have been a bit much for folks. Grumpy says, cedar has some awesome natural colors. One of my favorite for sure. It is. It is an awesome wood. And I like to, you know, the Métis, they did wood carving. They weren't totem builders per se. But I have, my great-grandma was full-blood Iroquois and Cree. Her parents were. On my dad's side. And she was full-blood. So that makes me an 8th if you want to be technical about it. But that's enough to be a Métis here in Canada. Like a registered. So what I'm trying to say is that I kind of like to stay true to the, you know, what the ancestors used. And of course cedar for the reasons, it's not only for spiritual reasons, but because bugs don't like it, it just made sense. The natives know so much about what they're doing. And I just like to kind of like follow their teachings, if that makes any sense. Is Sophie here? Oh my goodness, 420 time, bro. Yes, it is. What psych? I hope you can. I hope you can share it with me. Have a little. Sophie. Sophie, I'm really appreciate you coming, guys. Sophie's going through some major life changes right now with her mom, and I want her to know that the tribe supports her. These are things that each and every one of us have to go through in life, and it's the hardest part of life is losing people. And Sophie, we support you and we love you, and be strong. And just know that your mom is very proud of you, sweetie. I'm sorry for everything that's going on. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. This is breaking me up. We love you, Sophie. Yes, everybody, prayers and strength to Sophie and her family. I'll tell you in a chat after who my uncle carves the totem poles with. That would be great. Tons. I would love to meet him and learn. Yes, Sophie, I know. She says, I know Larry. She knows that that I love and support her. She's a sister, and yeah, it's just so unfortunate. You know, it's the stuff that none of us want to think about, but we all have to eventually face, and it's the hardest part of life, hands down, no doubt about it. And you have our support, Sophie. So don't worry about having to miss anything on the channel. Like, you got to do what you got to do, and it's family first, and just know that we love you. Yes, everybody, prayers for Sophie and her family, and Johan, her husband. Really good people. My Canadian neighbors from out in Quebec, and very supportive, an important part of Kindred Spirits and of this channel. And you're not alone. You are not alone. You're welcome. So you just stay strong. And you can message me at any time if you just need to chat. I haven't been bugging you because I know how these times can be, and you just kind of got to do what you got to do with your family right now. But if you need anything, you reach out to me, please. You're welcome. You're welcome, sister. I guess Claire was too late for Claire. Last time Claire came after. So I don't know if she was out or something that time. But she came, and it was just shortly after we had ended the live, and then she made a comment. So wish you were here, Claire. We love ya over there in France. And I want to thank everybody again for coming today. This was a really good time. Labra is almost here with us. So close. So close. Sure gonna be special when we light him up. You're welcome, Grumpy. Hey, there is no YouTube without you. And I mean that, folks. I truly, truly mean that when I say that. Like I say, in this next one, guys, I'll have all my finicky sanding and stuff done on Labra, and then when we go live next episode, it's all going to be about bringing the vision to life finally and lighting that bad boy up. And when we hey, thank you, Steve, thank you. Oh, thank you. So are you gonna pass that, Larry? I know, I'm one of those people. It's a joint, not a microphone, buddy. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for coming. I knew you meant to and you missed them, bud, but I really appreciate it, man. And you're part of the Wowwy'z Workshop family now. And thank you, Paul, for coming. You rock too, sir. You're an amazing carver and supporter. From Trees to Trees says, looking wicked. Yep, everybody give their love to So. Labra is looking great, plywood. I'll catch you on the next time. Thank you, sir. I truly support you all and appreciate you all. Remember what I said, So. We're here for you. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to give some hearts to my people. Matthew says, can't wait to see it lit up. Bye, folks. Good night, Tarek. Good night, everybody. Peace out, Steve. Peace out, everyone. All right, I'm doing the thing. Wowie out. Much love.